Rolling for the first of 5 trials for today. Baggy Boots, the final cut, New Divide, and Key and Joe. Almost at dispatch point for the trotters, and away they go, and beginning well was the final cut towards the inside. Also showing speed from out wide was New Divide. Key and Joe has settled about 20 metres or 15 metres off the main trio, and kicking through was Baggy Boots on that first turn. So it's a good charge for the early lead, and New Divide out deep on the track has drawn 2 metres in front, but Baggy Boots, as a result of the inside, has kicked through to hold out the front. And the leader is Baggy Boots with Charlie Salerno, who's fairly determined to hold the lead from New Divide on the outside, and the two of them are having a nice little duel out in front. About 20 metres away then to the final cut, and last of all was Key and Joe. Well, we've had a battle for the position to the first winning post, and going through to the lead now was New Divide with Richard Caruana, who was quite persistent wanting the lead, and he's been able to take up the running. On in second spot was Baggy Boots for Charlie Salerno, and in third placing was the final cut for Amy Crosland. And Key and Joe, who's taken no part in any of the early battle, is settled at the tail of the field and biding its time last of all. They head off the back straight, and New Divide's on a mission. He's out by about 30 metres to Baggy Boots, who's given up trying to chase from the final cut, and Key and Joe just biding its time at the tail of the field. They come into the straight, and they've got just over a circuit to travel, and the front runner is New Divide, who was on a mission from the word go, began fast, set outside the leader early and took up the running, comes down to the winning post and the bell sounds, and he's full of running here, New Divide. He's out by about 35 metres to Baggy Boots second. Hooking out now was the final cut to chase this tearaway leader, and Key and Joe's good part of 50 metres off the lead. They go down the back straight, and New Divide's got a major lead out by about 35 metres. Now setting sail out after it was the final cut. Then Baggy Boots and Key and Joe, who still can't make up any ground. They go off the back straight, 400 metres to travel. New Divide, can it keep going? It spent plenty of petrol early, leads by 25 metres, trying hard the final cut. Then Baggy Boots and Key and Joe at the rear of the field, but coming up towards a turn with about 200 metres to travel, and it's still New Divide out by about 15 metres. That margin is slowly starting to reduce, but he's got a commanding lead, and New Divide, Richard Caruana, has a poke around his shoulder to have a look where the opposition is, and the first trial of the day will go to New Divide, and Richard Caruana scores. Second place into the final cut, Amy Crosland. Third, Baggy Boots for Charlie Salerno, and Key and Joe at the tail of the field in the first trial of the day. New Divide the winner. Number 3 for Richard Caruana saluting in the first